Hello and welcome to the second part of our third attempt on YouTube at Slice and Dice Unfair. I opened up my character choice at the end of last episode and decided to take a break there. So as we've been pondering on this, I feel like we should definitely go with the armor. One more synergy with the armor and the sinew that I did not mention in the previous episode is we've got cleave, and sinew has this cleave chain side, chain being that you get to double this if it shares a keyword with the previously used dice this turn, which this could activate that, as well as just giving more damage on cleave is good. So I really like the armor for a lot of reasons here. Just to a recap to show you where you're at. I always do that, by the way, when I'm right on this screen and I'm trying to look at my inventory. I always think this is the inventory, but this is the almanac. Inventory is down here. This is where we are so far. Some solid character choices. I'm happy with the Fiend. I'm actually most excited about my item choices so far. Our very first item, tier 1, doing something right away. +1 to the left side, but you can't lock this character. Sinew has plenty of sides that we're happy with, as do most of our other characters. And so this is just been mostly upside. I haven't really taken advantage, like, the 2 damage cleave hasn't been super clutch because of stony monsters, which is one of our curses. The last HP of a monster has to be removed individually. So a lot of times that second damage is wasted, and you'll probably see that on floors like this. But it still seems solid to me, and now that we're getting synergies with cleave and smith on the chain cleave side, I can imagine that +2 or +1 being even more valuable. We'll take the armor. And other items, though, my tier 2 item, Twin Daggers, has been useful immediately. Right now it's covering up some self-heal sides from the Fiend, but I think I'm okay with that. The Whetstone has been essentially a +2 on, like, a +1 on 2 sides, which is fine. For a tier 3 item, that's, like, sufficiently good. The syringe hasn't seen play yet, but I just like having it around. We'll get toward tier 5 items soon. Tier 5 items is where they really start to be impressive. If you can get your tier 1, 2, and 3 items to do anything, that's already kind of like above average. Reroll this for sure, keep these for sure. Maybe keep this? It's a pretty good cleave shield. Sure, I'll keep it. I'll re-roll both of these. Nice, we got the synergy here, so I can cleave these 3, and now this does 4 damage. But before we do that, let's gather our mana, because we probably want to burn. Maybe? Before we cleave. 4 damage cleave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, Quartz is affected by monster HP right here. So it's 6 damage to... Oh, that makes that really awkward, actually. Well, what if we do this? We can... Yeah, we can, like, burst, burn. Let's hit U3 before we burn. And now, this kills the quartz and the bones, actually. Cow. That shows you how powerful the coin is on our cleave, and how powerful the armor was of a pick to get a cleave side to combo with it. Blindfold, Fairy Pact. Fairy Pact could be cool on the sinew since, well, we're re-rolling the sinew aggressively. I mean, we don't have to, but you know, we kind of have to. Yeah, he gets re-rolled more aggressively because he can't be locked. So Fairy Pact's better on someone like the Disciple, who has a blank side that we want to cover up, or the Fiend. I think it's better on the Disciple because the Fiend wants to keep re-rolling for cantrips. So I like Fairy Pact okay. Blindfold, remove all keywords from the middle row. It's okay on Fiend to remove the pain, but it also removes the cantrip. Probably not worth it. So I'll take the Fairy Pact, and I'll put it on the Disciple, but that means she has 3 HP, so I'm going to move the Syringe to the Sinew, I guess, who has 7 health, but also has some pretty powerful sides in the event that he's the last one alive. Or maybe the Fiend, but the Fiend's not as likely to be the last one alive. Man, those cantrip sides are really good. I'll put it on the Sinew because I think it's more important that you like optimize for the Syringe doing anything, namely putting it on the characters who are most likely to survive, rather than putting it on the characters who will benefit most from the bonus. Just because like every fight it doesn't do anything, so if we want to worry about whether or not it's going to do something, we should think about. By the way, I've moused over it so you could see what it does, but I guess I did want to clarify that little less than or equal to 2 symbol in the text is not super clear, but it obviously explains it very clearly below it right there. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it on the Sinew. Zombie and Spiker. Sinew's good against Zombie, and then this side right here is good against the Spiker in general. Excuse me. Got a bit of a nasty cough. I hate having to record videos with a cough, but I think it's better than just skipping out for indefinitely, continuously. So the Dabbler also has a 4 damage side that can kill the Zombie. Oh, Zombie rolled. Ooh. They both rolled. Wow, that's crazy. It's a 1 in 36 if you're facing 2 enemies to have both of them roll there. +5 left side. That's one of our curses also. Monsters +5, monster left +5. So that means Fiend is almost surely dying. Disciple can roll for 2 mana is pretty good on Disciple. I think we just take it rather than being greedy trying to get the 4 mana side. 12. We can actually save the Fiend. 4 + 2 + something, but we do need to kill the Zombie. And the Smith + 3 damage Dabbler would let me do it. Or the Cleave plus the Cleave would let me do it. So I'm going to reroll everyone because the armor gives me lots of chances to kill the Zombie. This is not it though. The Cleave would have done it here. Obviously the 4 damage would have done it here, the 3 damage would have done it here, the 4 damage would have done it here. But we didn't get there, so we're just going to roll again. Okay, we got the 4 damage, thank goodness. Sinew bricks, but that's okay. Fiend is totally dead, so we don't mind having him take spike damage. And we probably just bank the mana. We could turn Sinew's blank side into a healed shield. Heal shield. But that doesn't save the Fiend, not even close. So we'll just save the 2 mana. Spiker should be in trouble from here on out. Our team is relatively healthy. One's taken 2, so the Cleave Shield's pretty good. The mana from the Dabbler is very good. Ooh, there's the Cleave Shield. I think I'll take it. I think I'll take both. Maybe I'll just take all of this because of the interaction here. It goes up very high. And then, oh yeah, Spiker's just dead. So we lost the Fiend, but that's okay. Fiend is most likely to end up dying because he has these pain sides. And then he just happened to get targeted there, so it's totally okay. We are going into a boss fight though, so I am a little worried about that. These are not Cleave, which means they don't combo with Sinew, which is a little unfortunate. Granite, on the other hand, actually loses some synergy with Sinew because we lose a Cleave from our armor. I really like the armor. Dabbler is good because it has the whetstone, but these become 4, 4, and 6, whereas right now it's just 3 and 4 for damage sides, yeah. And the 1 damage to everything is actually really good with stony monsters. Fencer actually is very, very good. Very happy with that. Fencer's also good with the armor because giving +1 to the whirl sides is very powerful. Yeah, this doesn't do anything anywhere. We don't have any basic damage sides, so you can sit out for now. Whetstone. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep the syringe on the sinew. Maybe on the fencer, though. He's pretty likely to survive, dodge enemy attacks. Okay, I like that. I like that, and keep everything else where it's at. Fiend's at 3, a little worried about that, but that's okay. Disciple at 3 is probably worth it to have this awesome 4 mana side. Okay, Lich is summoning 2 bones right away. Okay, the bones are not attacking for too much damage. None of them rolled the left +5. We want to keep this cleave. We have to keep this X. Oh, but we got this cleave? Yeah, this is a keep, right? This is going to be awesome. We're going to kill the bones attacking the disciple for sure, so we don't need to block her. And then we go... Bam! Is that the best way to do it? Or should I punch this guy down first and then... I think that's a little better. Okay, take a couple damage on our fencer, deal a bunch of damage to Lich. No big deal. Lich summons 2 more bones. Got the cleave side here. I think we take that. This would kill our fiend, and he has some cantrip side, so I don't think we take that. We can kill bones if we roll for damage rather than just play passively by taking the dodge. We can take the 2 damage from Disciple though. This is a pretty good side. It's not as good as almost any of the other sides though, so I think I'll skip. And I'll roll again, look for the whirl. This is good, this is good. Okay, so we put you down to 1. We burst here. We burn. No, we burst here, then we burn. Oh. Maybe we don't burn. Yeah, and we get to block up here probably. Yep, and just save this mana for later. Oh, we got weakened, so you get to do almost nothing. You get to do very little. We could just keep this to glow. Glow's kind of cool. Glow these 2. But I'm gonna re-roll everything. This always has glow potential, so might as well re-roll it. Oh, everyone's weakened though. We can keep this for sure. And then... I think I re-roll everything again. Okay, we can keep you alive. Yeah, we didn't get poisoned, we got weakened. That's totally fine. He's taking a slow turn. I don't want to glow. I'm just saving the mana. Next turn we won't be weakened, and we can just chunk through these bones. That's good. This is okay. Well, we could keep everything. Maybe just reroll these 3? Yeah, I like this. The Cleave Shield is... Ooh, I like that. Reroll Disciple because I'm looking for the 4 mana or something. I didn't get it, but that's okay. Yeah, this works out pretty well. Burst, burn after we heal. We want to do it this way. So when we burn, we take out these shields, block you. We can heal whomever for 2, probably the Fiend, so he can roll his 3 damage, or yeah, 3 mana side next turn. Nice, Lich is taking a turn off. Just keep everything. I don't mind it. The heal gets value, almost everything gets value. So what does this look like? Yeah. Just make a little progress on the bones here. Heal up the Fiend and the Fencer. And turn. These bones will get cleaned up by my AoE, hopefully. Good, good, good. Just look for the Smith, because it's really good on the Whirlwind. We got it. And then burst, burst, burn. Nice. That was awesome. That was a fun floor. Definitely a boss that we were especially good against because of our Cleave Sinew and our Fencer pick. Early Grave. Pain and cantrip to the top and bottom most sides. That's kind of fun with Armorer. Actually, hold on. Is that absurd with Armorer? Because the pain is like mitigated by the Cleave, because he always gets hit. Yeah, he always gets hit with the Cleave shield. So this is just a bunch of free shield that makes it easier to combo the chain Cleave. And adding growth is such a slow... Yeah, let's go Early Grave. I don't think I've ever taken Early Grave because it's very difficult to survive pain cantripping on useful sides. But these are useful sides that mitigate the pain. Cool. That's fun. I like that a lot. Troll Ghost Ka. Let's see how this goes. I think this is going to be a scary fight. That's good. Reroll the cantrip. Fencer can look for his pristine side. The Whirl side's just not that useful here. Okay, Ka is now hiding. I don't really want the heavy that much. I'd rather have the shield or the smith. Reroll everything. Okay. So yeah, the armor just gave 2 free shields here. It's hard to save everyone. Or anyone for that matter. Holy cow, plus... Oh, it's because the troll just rolled like... I think we just lose to this. We can't save these characters at all. Armor is getting way... We can save the Fiend. That sucks. We can't burn. We can burst the ghost just so it's not intangible next turn. It'll still be very hard to kill next turn though. Who has the syringe? Oh, the Fencer does. Well, that's good. Fencer's gonna have to use that if we're getting through this. We'll punch the ghost, so oh, and we can also punch the troll. Sounds good. Okay, Ka, what are you doing? You're finishing off the sinew. It's fine with me, honestly. Oh, and the troll did it again. 8 damage cleave. So if these get +5, 7 and 7 and then 1 would kill the troll. Yeah, so we can kill these and then we have a chance for sure. It's pretty good too. So there are a few ways to try this out. Do this. Oh, I can't burn if I lose the fiend. Yeah, and I can't burn first. That's okay though, this still works, it just means I have to burst here. And Fencer should be able to take these two on next turn. Yeah, because whirl and double damage, everything's +7. Good. I think this keeps me alive, yep. Okay, not a great floor, but the syringe on the Fencer really was clutch. I mean, there's no reason not to re-roll, because everything we find is lethal. Everyone's back, but not at very much life. This seems like a slightly easier floor, though? Maybe? Bandit is always a pain with this. An Ogre could just high roll us like the Troll did. Yeah, that last floor I don't think was especially hard, but the Troll really, really high rolled. Alright, well, Stalwart gets to keep all of the cool armor synergy. The cleave with the sinew, the cantrip pain on the cleave shield. And I don't like the Curator as much as I like the sinew. Honestly, so yeah, it's an easy Stalwart for me. Let's give you this. Whetstone does nothing. Okay, good luck us. We'll see if we can pull this off. See, we get some free shielding there. Ogre did not high roll us. Bandit did. Ooh, that's tricky. So, the Pristine can target who? Can try and kill the Ogre. But the Whirl doesn't do much, because it doesn't actually get through the snipers, even with burn. So the Pristine seems nice. If we can kill the Ogre too, I mean, 6 damage we get to mitigate. He's taking 11 damage. This is normally 6, that's pretty crazy, but here it's 11. He's taking 11 damage. He's currently at 9 effective HP, so that's definitely blockable if we oh, but then the sniper, which we can't kill either. So maybe we try and kill the bandit, and if that's the case, I think either way we keep this. Reroll everything else. Yeah, because the cantrip sides are good, and all the other shield sides are pretty similar to the cantrip sides. Okay. And then do we reroll the Disciple? 2 mana is pretty good. 4 mana is even better. It's 3 and 4 that we get. If mana is the only thing that we want, it's a 3 and 4 that we get the same or better on mana, but also the hearts are fine. So let's reroll everything. Nice. Keep everything. He's at 9, so we'd have to do like 6, 2, 1. What did the 4 do for us? we'd have 2 6 mana. So if we're doing 2 and 1, we'd have 3 more mana. So we could only deal 6 to the ogre. Why is the stalwart almost dead? Did I misunderstand how this works? I mean, he should have started at 5, right? So if he hits this, hold on, let me just see what happens. Oh, I understand. No, I didn't want to end turn. I wanted to not keep. This is not a freebie cantrip pain, because if it hits Fencer or Fiend, Stalwart does not block himself. Cleave, even though the enemy AI, when they use Cleave, they're guaranteed to target one of the 3 middle heroes. Randomly hitting Cleave with these shields on your own team does not have the same AI boost. So that's pretty bad. I wonder if that means I should keep this. It's only a, yeah, I'm happy to reroll this. Definitely want to keep this. Do I want to keep this is the question. I think the answer is no, because it doesn't help me kill the ogre, and the cleave is much better. So let's reroll all 3 of these. Yeah, the Fiend's happy with most other sides you could get. Okay. 2 mana, we have 7 mana, so if I'm killing the bandit, first, the burn is actually really hard to protect ourselves against. Oh man, I guess I shouldn't burn then. So we can do like this. Just burst down the bandit. And then, yep. Yeah, burn would, yep, this is fine. Burn would kill everyone here. Simi's exerted, which is not great, but the disciple can help out with that with a glow. More mana, more better. I think you want to look for mana again. You want to look for cleave again. Hopefully you hit yourself. You did, thank goodness. You got your cleave. The 2 is pretty good. If we kill the ogre, how bad is this turn? Disciple and only the disciple dies? So how hard is it to kill the ogre from here? Pretty hard. Well, we could just keep this. Everyone stays alive if we just keep this. Oh, but the problem there is only if we... Yeah. So the ogre we want to deal damage to, but when we deal damage to him, these pips give him +1 attack. So you kind of want to do all or nothing here. He's at 9, this is 8. No, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can kill the ogre. And then save the disciple, actually? Yeah. So we just keep everything. I think 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Heal yourself. Don't actually need to heal herself, does she? It's a little bit weird to heal the Stalwart because it doesn't. No, it does save him. It saves him from his cleave. Because, yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, this is good. Just reroll the sinew. Keep this. Probably don't keep this either. Could keep this. It's pretty good to keep, actually. Yeah. Nice. This should be everything we need. Interesting that this. Oh, I was gonna say that I thought this would already be doubled because of this cantrip, but because of this cantrip, this was the last die side you, not this one. Doesn't matter. We don't need it to be doubled, but it's worth knowing those interactions. And everyone's back up to full, even though we started that fight with almost everyone at half. Slate and Hydra should not be that bad with the cantrip daggers, the cantrip mana, the sinew, the fencer. Charged in single use. Add mana gain to this target's sides this turn. Yeah, Spark is a weird spell. It's like if you have a side that does more than 5, then it's like 0 mana gain a mana. We don't have any sides that deal that much. Except the Pristine. But it's probably not as good as a random 6 or 8. 8s are really good. 6 are obviously not as good as 8s, but there are a lot of game-breaking 6s. Charge Link, single use, double use is a big anti-synergy. So I don't want to put the Charge Link on the Fencer. Though it's kind of interesting on the Stalwart. But it's not, no, it's terrible on the Stalwart because single use and cantrip is very anti-synergy. Yeah, just roll here. +2 in pain to all sides. Okay. So we could put that on the Stalwart. It's kind of cute. Can't afford to put it on other cantrips, but it's pretty good on this cantrip. Yeah, this is solid. His other shield sides become sus, but his cleave sides are really, really, really good. This is hilarious. But not really viable, I don't think. At least not in this fight, because the damage doesn't matter so much in this fight. Okay, I like this a lot. Let's get him. This is... we're doing well. We got a boss fight next turn. Gotta keep this, because that helps me kill the Hydra. I'll re-roll the others, because the cantrip daggers are just so good. Ooh, so yeah, the Stalwart did not block himself there. He hit the Fiend, which is too bad. The 2 mana is very good. The Exert is okay. We can take... what if we just take everything? Let's see what this looks like. We don't have to kill the Hydra. So there's pretty good value in killing the Hydra. If we can, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the Hydra. Looks good to me. This fight is really easy for this squad. It's an interesting fight. It's very feast or famine. Alright, Slate should be dead. First. Whirl. Ooh, the Eccentric. Or the Witch. Which is very good against Basalt because he summons slates. And we can weaken those. Boost, which is good with, really good with Fencer. Decent with Sinew. The cleanse heal 5 is okay. The cleave heal 3 is pretty good. Eccentric, huh? What would I want besides the eccentric? This works with whetstone. Veteran is much better with whetstone. Wanderer, I think, is a really good tier 3. Leader, I do not. Also, the source of 1 damage. We have sources of 1 damage against the Basalt, but it's worth thinking about. Make sure we do. Fencer's a tier 3. I think I kind of want Sorcerer with the Fiend, or to replace the Fiend. Let's get more cantrips for what? For Stalwart? Stalwart doesn't like the cantrip forever. This is tricky. I'm gonna take the Witch. I think the Sinew is better than the Eccentric. This is 4 damage to 2 targets. This is a lot of the time 4 damage to 3 targets. It's pretty cool. We also have the 4 damage sides and shields. And the Witch is good, and the Disciple's bad. We can put this on the Witch. She has 4 health, I'm kind of okay with that. She gets saved by the Stalwart a lot. With his cleave shields. Alright, let's go. Hopefully we immediately cantrip dagger the Basalt. Take that. Take a lot of this, actually. So let's just play this out. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a ton of damage on the Basalt. And then we can stop them from weakening whomever. Is it possible to deal 5 damage? Oh, they're also weakening the top and bottom. Oh. Okay, so top is getting weakened twice. So we stop, but weaken 4. So we saving 2, like cleansing 2 doesn't do anything on the top or bottom, so we'd have to just do this on ourselves. That's one way for the turn to play out. Alternatively, keep this and roll everything else, looking for cantrip manas, cantrip daggers to hit the Basalt, and then cleave to try and... yeah, I like that better. Seven's a lot, I don't want that. Don't want any of this. We got the boost back, although he hit himself, which is too bad. So we can still burn to chip the Basalt, and then to... I think I'd rather do something like this, just kill off Quartz altogether. Lock the Fencer up a little bit. And then just end turn. The Fencer doesn't get to do much next turn, but he takes very little damage. The Fiend doesn't get to do anything next turn. He takes no damage. That's a new rolled an X. These guys just get to go again. We've eliminated a Quartz. I like this a lot. We're not really in trouble. He didn't try and summon a slate. Ooh, now we're in trouble because he rolled his huge side. I would like to keep this, but everything else is extremely ineffective. Shield 5, cleanse, pain. I think I mistakenly thought this was shield 2, cleanse 2. So we could use this to We could use this to unweaken someone, but I don't think it matters that much. I'm gonna look for the cleave shields. I'm gonna look for the weaken or the heal or the cleanse heal or the mana. Mostly the mana. Gonna look for the dodge on the fencer. Gotta weaken. Cleanse here. So what does this look like? Let's just see what this looks like. So I can cleanse and block you. You survive. But you are weakened by too much. Yeah, you're weakened 6 right now. So if I do this, I can hit the basalt. I can smack here. And burn. Oh, but the stalwart doesn't want me to burn. So I could salve burn. We have another reroll, so we might as well reroll the fencer in this case. And the fiend? No, the fiend can't do anything no matter what. But if we reroll the fencer, we have to reroll the sinew, is the problem. And I think we might as well, because the fiend also has, the fiend has weakened 4. So we could do this. And still lose the fencer. Seems a lot worse. Do we want to keep the, I don't think we do. I don't really care about this. Yeah. I don't know, the cleanse 5... It's better than the double shield. But worse than the cleave. We just want the cleave. We can keep this, but it does pretty little. I'd rather have the mana. Let's look for it. Let's re-roll and everything. Okay, we got the mana. We can save the fiend. This is a 7 damage situation. So if we do that, but we don't want to exert. Let's just leave it here. So this turn was a lot worse than last turn, but the basalt did roll their high roll. Which is going to be weakened by 2 next turn. Not much we can do about that though. Yeah. Weaken 2 is not a huge deal. You can still get the, yeah, it's not a huge deal. And Fencer will be unweakened, because they're dodging. Nice. Sinew missed, but that happens. It shouldn't happen that often, by the way. I know we don't get to keep their good sides, but it's like their last roll was only ever a 1 in 6 to completely miss. Just unlucky. Weakened 2 and weakened a billion. like keep this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this helps kill the quartz. Oh, well, we can't stop that from happening, unfortunately. I think we just end turn. No, we can roll for the sinew to get something. Yeah, okay. We can keep this if we... Yeah, we should keep this, because we're not looking for anything else. And 3 and 2 is a good break point, is why we're keeping the fencer, so we can guarantee a kill on the quartz. So we can deal 4 to the basalt. But the downside is sinew doesn't get to do anything next turn, and we probably really want to do something with sinew next turn. So I'm just looking for cleave. Sure. Do it this way. And then we can heal whomever, probably the fiend is the best one to heal. Okay. Slates are not good, but we definitely have more resources to deal with slates than a lot of teams. Inflicted death. Oh, he's inflicting. That's what this does. It inflicts death. I thought it inflicted pain, but it inflicts death, which means the fencer won't get to act next turn. If they get hit, which they usually will, unless we get dodge. We should probably just look for the dodge then. Can keep the witch. Don't think I want to, because the weakness is pretty good and the mana is very good. Everything. 3 mana and 2 mana. Reroll everything again. So we get... Okay. We have a... kill on the slate. Fencer dies, though. There's no way to save them. There is a way to save everyone. This seems worth it. Okay, trying to kill Slate next turn. Sinew doesn't get to act. Stalwart's really been missing his good protective sides. Okay. That's good. Probably let the Stalwart go here. Oh, he doesn't have death. Because we cleansed. Okay, that's cool. The mana is good. But there are better mana sides. But the mana is really good. We should probably just take the mana. This cannot save yourself. And it's 9, right? So we could heal him up a bunch if the fiend gets some mana with 5 salves. That would save him. How do we kill the slate? Still working on that part. The double daggers in the whirl are way better than this, so we'll look for them. If I get... Ooh, you know what? If we're trying to save the Stalwart, 3 mana is good, but 5 health is better. No, 5 health is similar. But 3 mana is the same, 4 mana is the same. And I think actually 5 health is the same, because it hits an even breakpoint for double salve. So let's re-roll because and it also cleanses, which is nice. Okay, we'll take those this time. Fiend missed, which is very bad. Probably gonna lose the stalwart here. Let's see. Oh, that helps. Helps a lot. No, we're so close. That sucks. That's okay. Goodbye, stalwart. Can't be saved. The first time I take exactly 3 damage, double it to 6, then increased it to 4. Okay, well, Sinew's back online next turn. Okay, inflicting death on the fiend. Nine is impossible to save. Again. This could get pretty bad pretty quick. Three is better than 2. Is it? Deal 6 damage? Yeah. But 2's good. I don't want to miss. I'm going to take this. I'm going to roll this. Okay. Done rolling. Okay. Basalt has 45 life. That's an immense amount of life. Now you're hitting the witch, who can't be saved. I think I take the 4 and the 4. No, because I want to look for mana, so I'll re-roll this in you. Okay. We can heal up the fencer, who's going to need to survive the long haul. This is getting really bad. We're down to 17 though. Summoning the slate. Honestly not very good. We need the double. Give me the double, fencer, I need it. Punished. Punished hard, I missed out on 6 damage there. It could matter a lot. Got the double. Okay. Okay, Fencer v Slate. We lose? No, he can hit this a lot. We're at 2 health. We have to, yeah, and yeah, we can kill it. Okay. There's a way to do this. Nice, nice, he hit the 2. No. I'll take it? No, I won't. Because I really want the 2, and 2, 2, and 1 is 3 turns. And I can use this to get out of jail on a turn I'm not dying. So we reroll. We'll take it. Although I'm... Okay, well, I had to roll that to live. I need you to deal 2, buddy. Okay, and now I need you to roll 2. I'll roll once for it. Nice, we got it. We're not out of the fight yet, but that's step 1. Now I need you to roll 2. Okay, I need you to roll dodge. Dodge is the only way to survive. Dang. Okay. Well, that ends the run on floor 16. Basalt was a really brutal boss with monster HP added, because Basalt starts with so much health. So we got 5 extra health. I don't know if that would have mattered. Monster left kind of sucked too. We might not have played as well as we could have, but all in all, I'm not upset with this run. Level 16 is farther than I've gotten on a lot of attempts. It's just a very hard game. The syringe ended up being clutch. It almost was clutch again for the fencer to pull out. That would have been really cool for the fencer to get across the finish line in 2 different fights as the last character while wielding the syringe. 69 kills. Nice. Okay, well, thanks for joining. This episode obviously ran a little long, but that'll make it a 2-episode run, which I don't know if that's more or less watchable than a 5-episode run with 30-minute episodes, but thanks for tuning in, and we'll give this another shot. I think we'll keep recording these. They're fun. I like it. See you next time.